Some of you will recognize some of the Kenyan athletes that have been with us on Wednesday mornings. We want to thank them real quick for all of their help. So today, I am excited to introduce a special guest, a very special guest, who's here to help us get even more excited about the fitness challenge that the 4th and 5th grade have been doing. So we do have some 2nd graders and 3rd graders that are in here, and I know you guys have been working with the Kenyan students on Wednesdays and having a great fun with that. So before we dive into more information about that challenge and our guest, we have a video that'll show you some of what it's all about.
The Team Tressel Fitness Challenge is on.
It's on.
Challengers.
Who's ready to get after?
Who's ready?
Bronze.
Silver. Gold. Let's go.
He thought Holmes was going to step over, and he makes the catch on it. Gives things free, look out now. Can Finley get an angle? Down the sideline, look it up. This baby's over this place. That's 82 yards.
I think it's time to go.
All right, boys and girls, let's get on our feet right now as we just watched right there an incredible short highlight video about our Team Tressel Fitness Challenge. And I'm here and honored to be able to introduce to you our special guest here, who I know myself I have admired and learned much from. I know you guys, each and every one of you and girls, are getting much more benefit out of it right now with our Team Tressel Fitness Challenge. So let's welcome our 5-time national champion, coach, and Lieutenant Governor, Jim Tressel.
Thanks so much. We appreciate it. Have a seat. We're going to have a little bit of fun today. We're so excited. We received some of your videos and we saw your enthusiasm, and we appreciate you so much being a part of our fitness challenge. And that guy you saw running on the film there is a guy named Teddy Ginn Jr. And Teddy Ginn was a 3-time state champion in track in Ohio. Then he came to us at Ohio State and he became an All-American and then a first-round draft choice. Then he played 14 years in the NFL, and he's our challenge captain. And one of my goals today is for us to get some great video and so forth, so we can encourage the next visit is from Teddy Ginn Jr. to come back and see how our progress is going and see what the Wiggin Street kids are all about. And we're excited to be here with our Kenyan students. And these are some of the, you might not know this, these are some of the best students in the world, not just in the country. And for them to take the time to be a part of our fitness challenge, we're so honored. And Brock mentioned that we were fortunate to win 5 national championships. I used to come and visit Gambier, Mount Vernon, all the time to see Coach Stein, who was our swimming coach at Kenyon, who won like 50 national championships or something along that. And we used to have a Coach Stein notebook that we would go and we would study with our Ohio State Buckeyes the things that Coach Stein taught us. So it's an honor to be here. We're excited that you've enjoyed the program. We don't have to go through too much of it with you because you're pretty far along. But here's what we want to take care of today is we have this YouTube channel, and we've been going all over the state, and this is like our 51st school. We have 183,000 students involved, 700 and some schools, and we try to showcase the schools all over the state to show the enthusiasm that all of the various schools have. So this is like a commercial or free publicity for the Wiggin Street schools to show the rest of the state. And here's the other thing we're trying to do. We're trying to fill that YouTube channel full of great fitness challenge schools so that the states all over the country can watch what we're doing in Ohio. Because Governor DeWine, our governor, has really simple goals. He wants every Ohioan to be safe. He wants every Ohioan to be healthy. And he wants every Ohioan to reach their God-given potential. And so he said to us, let's create a fitness challenge because we know that if we're healthier, we'll be better students. If we're healthier, we'll be better friends. We'll be better siblings. And so he said, why don't you go out and see what we can do? So we picked 4th through 8th graders, and we got all the good folks to sign up, and we are so appreciative to these two right here. How about a round of applause? If it weren't for these guys right here, we would not be involved. We sent it out like in July, which, you know, July to a principal or a superintendent, teacher, you know, they get like 1 week off the whole year. And we happened to send it out the week that they were on vacation or whatever, but boom, they wanted you guys to have a chance to take part in this fitness challenge. So here's the goal. We're going to create some video here today to showcase Wiggin Street Elementary. Are you with me? Are you excited? One thing we've got to be is we've got to be loud and excited. We'll get our friends from Kenyon down here in just a second to get them a little bit fired up. I think we've got some volunteers. Okay? Could I have the volunteers step out here? How about a round of applause for our volunteers? So you guys know all this. You know, we're focused on fitness, nutrition, and rest. We have to do it all. To have that healthy habits that we're trying to develop, we got to focus on all of them. You know in your booklet, there's lots of choices. What we wanted to make sure we could do was wherever you are in your fitness journey, whatever the things that you enjoy doing, you could set some goals. And I think it's so cool that everybody in Wiggin Street gets a chance to bicycle, and you guys have so many awesome things, and you get to pick in each of the activities what you'd like to do. And so what we're going to do so that we can show the enthusiasm of Wiggin Street, why don't you guys spread out just a little bit, move a little bit up, back, so we don't bang into each other. And so, let's see. Why don't you step up here? What's your name? Max. Okay? Max is going to be the leader here in this first one. How about a round of applause for Max? One thing we want to make sure that we're always working hard, collaborating, encouraging one another. It doesn't really matter where we are in our fitness. We want to take from where we are at this moment, set some goals, and keep getting better. That's what life's about. This is not the Olympics. This is not a contest. This is how can I get more healthy? How can I get better? We have an old Latin phrase we used to always use with our football teams. It was an imperative statement. Okay? I'm going to go over to my brilliant Kenyon students here. What's an imperative statement? I told you they're the best students in the world. Okay, they're right.
What's an imperative statement, fifth grade?
A command. It's a command. So we used to always talk about an imperative statement, and it was "Macte virtute." It's a Latin phrase. It's an imperative statement, and it means increase your excellence. It's a command. Wherever you are at this moment, all we want to do is increase our excellence, increase from where we are. And so we're just going to do some simple ones. You've done some of these, you've chosen some other activities, but we're going to show the people on YouTube and the people all over the state, people all over the world, how much enthusiasm the Wiggin Street Elementary has. So, was it Max? Okay, Max, demonstrate, and let me hold the phone here a minute. You've seen on the YouTube channel, we have about 120 video presentations from our Ohio State former men's athletes and women's athletes. And you'll notice that it's all about the form, it's not about the speed, it's about doing it properly and then increasing our excellence. So, simple thing like a jumping jack, okay? Max is going to do 5. We know he can do 5 jumping jacks, but what we want to show the world is that classmates will encourage by counting with them, and it will be loud. So what's our nickname? Is it the Yellow Jackets? Kids, that's our nickname, kids. Wiggin Street Kids. Everyone knows that the Wiggin Street Kids are loud and proud and encourage one another. So Max, whenever you're ready, you guys hold up back here. 5 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, that was good, Max. That was about a C+ for loudness, though. We need to be louder, prouder of our Wiggin Street classmates. So we're going to have the whole group do 10 jumping jacks, okay? And Max is going to he's going to kind of set the pace, okay? And folks, we got to be loud. Are you excited? Yeah, there you go. Okay. All right, Max, you'll set the pace. Whenever you're ready, you guys got to be ready, because when Max goes, he's going to go. It's not a speed thing, right? Yeah. Just good form, good counting, nice and loud. Here we go. 1. You got up to like an A- in loudness. Kenyon, you were like a C+ on the loudness thing. Wasn't near as loud as it needs to be. First, we didn't know what an operative statement was. Imperative, excuse me, imperative. You got me. An imperative statement. All right, we need everybody. We also need our local elected officials. Rep. Heiner's here. Come on, stand up right here, because I want you to be a part of this. You know, we're so blessed. I've had a chance to work for Governor DeWine now for about 8 or 9 months. I never dreamed I'd have a chance to work with our General Assembly, the people that work every day to make sure we get our needs and help us reach our goals of being safe and healthy and reaching our potential. So when Rep. Heiner heard that we were coming here, he said, I'm going to join this group. And he's been working. He had us postpone the visit like 2 weeks because he wanted to get in perfect shape. So he's been training to get ready for this day. And so he's going to join us. So cardio was what we were working on. Nice and simple. We get our hearts going. You guys know this. You're a long way into the challenge. But we just want to make sure we get some video on of your enthusiasm. So the next thing we're going to talk about after cardio is strength. So you look pretty strong. What's your name? What is it? Silas. Silas, okay. All right, Max, you step back there. Silas, you get down in push-up position for me. You guys hold up here. Okay. All right. Let's get our rhythm together here. When Silas goes down and then when he's coming up, it's 1. When he goes down and then comes up, it's 2. Down and he comes up, it's 3. Okay? We're just going to do 3 simple ones. Good form, flat back, great counting, ready to go. Whenever you're ready, Silas. Ariana? Okay, Ariana, get down on your knees, and we're going to do what we call modified push-up. Okay? Go down on your hands like you're going to do a push-up. Or you want to do the raise? I want to show them how to do a modified. Okay, just on your knees. Okay? Reach out just a little bit more. Okay? She's going to do 3 push-ups. We call this modified. Again, it doesn't matter how you do them, whether it's the basic or the modified. Meet you where you are. You do what you can do. You keep getting better. Okay? We're going to do 3 modified push-ups. Remember, when she comes up, that's 1. Okay, here we go, Ariana. Okay, perfect. Okay, now I need all of you guys to get down in push-up position. You can do modified, you can do regular, it doesn't matter. Silas, I need you out front here, bud. Because we need someone for the students here to focus on. We're going to go on Silas' pace. This is not a race, folks. Okay? We're going to go on your pace. Silas, how many do you think we should do? 5. Okay, here we go. We're going to do 5. You guys got to be loud. Whenever you're ready. What's your name? What is it? Liam? Okay, Liam, you're right here. What's your name? Clara? Okay. Liam and Clara. How about a round of applause for Liam and Clara? Okay, so you were working on your strength with your shoulders and arms there with the push-ups, but you've also got to work on the strength with your legs sometimes. So we're going to do just a real simple standing squat and up. We're going to try to bring our legs to 90 degrees and up. Okay? Let's see if you can do one. Perfect. See if you can do one. Perfect. Okay? You guys good with that? Okay? Same thing. Remember, it's when he comes up or she comes up that it's 1. Okay? How many would you like to do? 5. Okay. Again, whenever we're training, it's not speed, it's form, and it's trying to increase our excellence. Keep getting better. So here's our pace cars. You guys gotta stick up with them. You gotta hang with them. Okay? Are you ready? Keep an eye on your 2 pace cars. Okay? Get ready. Get your feet out a little bit. There you go. Whenever they're ready, we're going to count on their way up. Here we go. Pretty good. Rep, are you hanging in there? Okay, good. Want to make sure. So, you know, another thing is beautiful about staying active and so forth. You can do it anywhere. You can figure out which of the things you enjoy. We have 4 folks right here that said before we came in they wanted to volunteer to help. So come right over here, you 4. Spread it out a little bit against the wall. So, you know, you might not have any of your space and you're somewhere where you want to get a little workout. So we're going to do just a little wall sit. Okay? So slide down, seated on the wall. There you go. Okay. Now, I need you to go with me here. We're going to count. Let's see. How long would you like to sit there? constantly got to be working cardio, strength, all parts of our bodies. So, what's your name? Colin. Come here, Colin. And your name? Aspen. Okay. Do you guys know what a plank is? Okay. Get down on your knees, almost like you're going to do a push-up, but you're gonna put your hands here, like this. Okay. You're gonna go like this, nice and flat. Okay. Okay. All right. See what they're doing? Nice and flat. Okay. All right. Let's count to 10. 1, 2. Here with us. Tony, come here. Tony's one of our workers in the governor's office, and he happens to be from right here, East Knox High School, right? Okay? If Mom and Dad, Jim and Debbie are here, so I want to see if you can plank a little bit, okay? When they get in the up position, we're going to count to, how long would you like to go? A minute? No. How long? A minute? You can't go a minute. Uh-oh! All right, we're going to go 30 seconds. Ready? Up! 1, 2. Christy, do we have a doctor here just in case? We're going to be good? All right, so we always want to work on cardio. Oh, he could go forever. How long is he up? He's going to hit a minute? Good job. You know, that's what you want to do, is you want to challenge yourself, increase your excellence. What kind of statement? Imperative statement. That was free. You didn't have to pay any tuition for that. Cardio, strength. You've got to remember, though, we got to work on flexibility, because after you work out, work on your strength. It's always good to have a little bit of stretch. Make sure that you take care of your body. So let's have all of the fellas sit, and all of the young ladies stand. Okay? All right, now feet straight out if you're sitting, feet together if you're standing. And all we're going to ask you to do is reach as close to your toes as you can. Some people can get all the way there, some people can get part of the way there. And ladies, you reach down. As soon as they reach down, we're going to count to 15 and we're going to hold the stretch. Ready? 1, 2. Done, guys? We're good? Okay. So, you know in your booklet or on your YouTube with the video demonstrations, there's lots of different stretches. And what we'd like you to do is just pick some of the ones where you think you have a little stiffness. Stretch out those legs, shoulders, hips, so forth. We'd like you to try to do a little bit different every time, but make sure that you have as part of your routine when you work out to do a little bit of stretching. Let's give a round of applause for our volunteers. Don't leave me. Okay, now I would like to see if the teachers would come down and help me, and administrators. Yeah. We've worked on a little bit of cardio, got it on video, showing the rest of the state, got a little strength work, got a little flexibility. Now we're going to work on a little bit of balance, okay? And one of the things you'll notice in your videos is some of them, the guys and gals are kind of partnering. They're working on things together, especially in the balance type of things. So let's pretend we got our right foot down and our left foot up, and maybe I can't do this without, oh my gosh, I gotta hold on. Okay, oh my gosh, I gotta hold on. Okay? Right foot, left foot up. Now our hands out front. Let's count to 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. You got that wheel? A little hurt? Okay. All right, other one. Left foot down, right foot up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's put your right foot out and your left foot back. Arms out. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. All right. Left foot out, right foot back. Ready? 1. Okay, now we're going to test them a little bit. I learned a good one yesterday from, actually it was one of the groups of teachers. They did, and who's the best yoga person back here? Okay. Okay. I learned this from one of the teachers yesterday. It was a one-legged chair. Do you know how to do it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, you got that one-legged chair? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Try it. Try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Other foot. Other foot. One-legged chair. Ready? 1. There you go. you know, we really appreciate the way you've embraced it. And we really, in our challenge, we've asked quite a bit of you. We've asked you to regularly work on your cardio and your strength and your balance and your flexibility. We've asked you to set goals. We've asked you to keep trying to increase your excellence. Our goal for you is to go from a bronze medal to a silver medal to a gold medal. That's what we're challenging you with, and that's a lot. The other part of it is we really want you to consider the nutrition part of things. Because as you get more active, it becomes even more important what you eat. And one of the things, whenever Teddy Ginn Jr.'s here, we talk about the fact that he played 14 years in the NFL after playing all through college, high school, college, 14 years in the NFL, and he'll tell you he would have never played that long in the NFL if he didn't pay attention, obviously, to his training, but also to his nutrition. And he talks often about the fact that he substituted and got rid of those sugary drinks, and he drank water. And he made sure that every meal he had a little bit of vegetables, a little bit of fruit, a little bit of protein, and he really watched what he ate. And you know in your booklet, there's some challenges, and we want to keep encouraging you to make this a family affair. We've had a lot of our students as we've gone around the state that said, hey, you know, at home, we're talking a little bit more about eating properly, drinking properly. When we go shopping, we're starting to read the labels. Like if I'm shopping for bread, the first word that needs to be in the label when I'm shopping for bread is whole grain. Because we don't want the refined and the preservatives and so forth, because we're challenging ourselves to be the best we can be nutritionally. Well, the same is true in rest. And it's one of the hard things for college students, because man, they got lots of homework, and they're living in the dorms and the apartments, and people are staying up late, and to stay disciplined with their rest, if they're going to reach their goals, and they probably have a whole variety of goals. They have sports goals, but they have goals like being doctors and lawyers and writers and scientists and so forth. Well, to reach those goals, they have to make sure that they get their rest. To become the best they can be, they've developed healthy habits with rest as well. All of the research says that if you turn your Chromebook off or your phone off 30 minutes before you'd like to go to sleep, you have a lot better chance of falling asleep more quickly and reaching your sleep goal. How many of you got 9 hours sleep last night? Okay. How many of you got 10 hours of sleep last night? Okay. All right. All right. How many of you only got 8 hours of sleep last night? Okay. How many less than 8? So what we'd like you to do in this fitness challenge is to challenge yourself to keep track of getting proper exercise, proper nutrition, and proper sleep. And the fourth thing that you'll notice in your booklets, it was something we did with all of our Ohio State teams. Every single time we got together as a team, before every practice, before every meeting, we had what we called quiet time. And our quiet time was just to kind of reflect and get our minds free. You know, our students had been on campus all day in class, living their lives, but now it was time to come to practice. So we started with what we called quiet time. And in quiet time, one of the things that we always asked them to think about as they were reflecting and they were in quiet was the things that they're grateful for. Whether it was, hey, I'm grateful I live in the greatest country in the history of the world, or I'm grateful that I go to Wiggin Street Elementary, or I'm grateful for my mom, or I'm grateful for my dad, or I'm grateful for my friends, I'm grateful for my teachers. What's really cool, I think, is that these teachers and administrators decided they were going to make their life's work to help you reach your potential. To me, that's awesome. And boy, we should be grateful for the fact that people have decided to pour their lives in to all of us. So we always asked our guys, in quiet time, think about those things you're grateful for. Sure, there's things that aren't easy and aren't perfect and all that, but we always said if we carried an attitude of gratitude, we can handle any of the hard things because we just reminded ourselves of how fortunate we are. So that's a lot of stuff, man. Fitness, nutrition, rest, quiet time. Man, that's a lot of stuff. Well, the only way that you can get a lot of stuff done, we believe, is to be really focused. I'm sure your teachers talk to you all the time when they're getting ready to teach a lesson, is, to get focused, get locked in, whatever the phrase you happen to use. So we like to do an exercise so that we can get it on YouTube to show the rest of the state and really the rest of the country that's watching our YouTubes how focused Wiggin Street Elementary is. And here's the way that we do it. If we went right down the line and asked you to give a round of applause, what's your name? If we said, let's give a round of applause, Dylan, and then, what's your name? Andrew? It would take us all day if we gave a round of applause to all these guys. But if I said to you, how about a hand for Dylan? I just want you to put your hand up. Okay, let's try it. Okay, put your hand down there. Okay, here we go. How about a hand for Dylan? Beautiful. All right, hand down. How about a hand for Gabriel? Beautiful. What's your name? What's your? Give me another. I'm gonna skip you. What's your name? Ken. How about a hand for Ken? Okay. All right. What's your name? Jenna? But a hand for Jenna. Okay? Now, you got that down. Let's try it again. Got to practice. What's your name? Aiden. How about a hand for Aiden? Boom. Okay, hands down. Hand for Gabriel. All right, what's Gabriel? This is Dylan. All right. Hand for Dylan. All right? Hand for Gabriel. Okay? Nice. All right? I think you've got that down now. Here's where we find out if Wiggin Street has any rhythm. So if I said to you, how about a clap for Dylan? What I'm asking for is all the Wiggins Elementary kids in unison, one clap, all at once, so loud that the roof blows off. Clap for Dylan. Okay, pretty good. All got to be together. Clap for Gabriel. Good. I'll give you a clap. Clap for Gabriel. Brock, are you paying attention? And this is a focus drill, Brock. All right? What's your name again? Jenna. Clap for Jenna. Gotta be on time and just one. Clap for teachers. This is going all over the state and all over the world. They're going to say, is Wiggins Elementary focused? And we're going to say, oh, look at him. Clap for Dylan. There you go. How come you're not back there with them? No. You're the volunteers who are in this line. Okay. Clap for Jenna. You good? Gotta be on time. Okay. Clap for Gabriel. Clap for Dylan. Clap for teachers. Clap for Jenna. Clap for the rep. Okay, you gotta keep up. You gotta be on time here. All right. Clap for Jenna. Clap for Gabriel. Clap for Dylan. We're getting there. Oh. Focus. Okay. Deep breath. Okay, here we go. Focus. Now we're really. We got the camera on these guys. Okay, good. Because this is going worldwide. Clap for Dylan. And for teachers. I think half of you missed back here. I think. All right, here we go. Focus. Here we go. Focus. Clap for Jenna. Clap for Dylan. Clap for Gabriel. Clap for teachers. Clap for Dylan. Clap for Gabriel. Clap for Dylan. Clap for Gabriel. Clap for teachers. Clap for the rep. Clap for Dylan. Clap for Jenna. Clap for Gabriel. And for teachers. Did pretty well here, huh? Did pretty well here. Okay. All right, guys. Wiggins, we gotta be perfect. The Wiggins elementary kids are so focused. Woo, deep breath. Gotta be perfect. Ready? Hand for teachers. I'll keep an eye on that group. Okay? There we go. Clap for Dylan. Clap for teachers. Clap for Gabriel. Clap for the rep. Clap for teachers. Clap for Dylan. Clap for Jenna. Clap for the teachers. Clap for Gabriel. Clap for Dylan. And for the teachers. Wow! You were perfect over here. You were perfect here. Tony, was that the fastest focus you've ever seen?
That was pretty fast.
No, I didn't ask you if it was pretty fast.
I think it was fast.
Was that the best you've ever seen?
I was surprised, so yeah. Yes.
I wasn't surprised. I saw how focused you were. I'm going to give you one last chance to make sure that this wasn't a fluke. Ready? Rob, keep an eye on that. Hand for the teachers. Probably over there. We missed a couple here. All right, we gotta go. I'm sorry. We gotta be focused, Wiggins. The Wiggins kids are so awesome. Ready? Clap for Dylan. Clap for teachers. Clap for parents. Clap for Gabriel. Clap for Jenna. Clap for Dylan. Clap for Gabriel. Clap for Jenna. Clap for Brock. Clap for teachers. Clap for Gabriel. And for Dylan. We were perfect here, I think. Were you perfect? All right. I tell you what, we've been all over the state, and to see how the community is involved, the university's involved, the teachers are involved. You're so focused. We're proud of you. We're excited. I can't wait to get your video onto YouTube, show the rest of the state that Wiggin Street kids are all over the fitness challenge, and we want to make sure that we have that imperative statement, which is
Command.
command. What's the Latin phrase?
Good question.
What's the Latin phrase? Now, I was truthful when I told you that these are some of the greatest students in the world. But you know, just like the rest of us, sometimes they need repetition. Sometimes it takes a little time to learn. So, just to show you how they've learned, okay? An imperative statement is a
Command.
command. All right? What's your name? Susanna. How about a hand for Susanna? Okay, good job. Good job. We got to stay focused. Good job. Okay. So, mate virtute.
Mate virtute.
Which means
Imperative statement. I'm not sure.
man. Honestly, these are some of the smartest students in the world. Okay, you can tell me. Ask in 5th grade, okay? What does mate virtute mean? Yes? Keep on improving, increase your excellence, right? Yeah. All right, all right. What's your name? What's your name? What is it? Costa? Okay. Foster? Okay. How about Foster was a little ahead of the Kenyon guys? Okay. How about a hand for Foster? There you go. Oh, yeah, strong. Strong. So that's what we want to do, is we want to increase our excellence, we want to stay focused, and we want to build habits for life, so that for the rest of our lives we continue to stay active in whatever way we like. Bicycling or swimming or walking or soccer or football or soccer, volunteering, you know, whatever it is we want to stay active with, and we're going to pay attention to what we eat, and we're going to pay attention to getting the rest that can be helpful, because if we'll do that, we'll be better students, we'll be better at whatever activities we like, we'll be better friends, fathers, husbands, wives, all these people will be better at it if we have good habits for life. So on behalf of Governor DeWine, who truly wants every Ohioan to be safe, healthy, and reach your God-given potential, we can't thank you enough for taking part in our fitness challenge. We hope you keep working toward the silver and the gold. Next winter, we're going to have round 2 with the new challenge. We hope you stick with us, and we thank you so much. How about a hand for Wiggins Elementary? Pretty good, pretty good. We do okay back here? All right, we've got a pretty good focus group. Thanks so much, and God bless all of you. Thank you.
So respectful and being very focused, right, on what he was saying. We want to give another round of applause for Lieutenant Governor. join them so that we can get a group picture with him also.